This is partially a glory sighting and partially just a holy moment that I think exemplifies part of what we do as campus ministers. We had a student pass away this past September. He was 18 years old, died suddenly in his sleep one night. And obviously our campus community was devastated by the loss of this young man, and particularly Vine and Branches. He was one of our students. He had been coming to worship with us, but his classmates as well, just, understandably just distraught with the loss of their classmate. And I decided on kind of a spur of the moment, that he died on a Thursday, we worship on Wednesday. I told my students, I said, this coming Wednesday, we're going to talk about grief. We're going to talk about what it means to grieve. We're going to talk about how we process this, that an 18-year-old died in his sleep one night. What do we do with this? And one of my students, who was a classmate of this young man, said, can I bring a couple of our mutual friends to worship? I said, absolutely, please do. So he brought the entire French horn section of our music ed department to worship with us that night. And granted, it's only about 5 or 6 people, but they all came, and we sat and we talked and we cried and we got mad and just talked about what this means for us to grieve together. But and it's just one of those holy moments that you have as a pastor, to be able to be with people in those moments. But I think the thing that impacted me the most about what we do, especially as campus ministers, is the reason these music ed students showed up who have no affiliation with a church. Several of them did not know kind of really what they thought about faith, was that my students said, you can trust Vine and Branches. You can trust Vine and Branches, and you can trust Renee. She'll take care of us. It'll be okay if you come to them during this time. And the rest of our students just surrounded them and sat with them and cried with them. And it was just one of the most beautiful nights of worship I think we had the entire year.